Hi friends. Today we're going to build a little bit more on the Sun A sequence that is in a previous video, and this is known as a Sun B and Surya Namaskara B, and very similar concepts do apply here just as they did in the previous video, but this is actually going to be a culmination of a Sun A and a Sun B where we're bringing in flexion, extension, muscular strength, and endurance. And yes, those are all the physical components, but most importantly, we're bringing together these layers, these physical layers of the body. And also as it joins this nervous system of ours that the yoga practice is truly designed to do, to bring a sense of stillness to a very rambunctious and turbulent mind, stressed out mind, discursive mind, fluttery mind, wanting mind. It's through the vehicle of the breath and paying attention to the breath and the body sensations as we move. So putting this culmination of practice together in a way that just bridges it all. And if you were, hopefully you watched the previous video on how to do a Sun A. If you didn't, encourage you to go back and do that, because we'll be going right into our Sun B sequence. Sun A and Sun B combined is a nice way to really, it's a great overall body warm-up. Even if you just do a few of these each day, it's a game changer. It's a game changer for your mental state, for your ability to focus and pay attention, and most importantly, just bring some greater circulation to the body. When we're moving the body, we're also generating a sensation of circulation of lymph through the body, and the lymph is the stuff kind of like the heavy toxic stuff that gets stuck. It's all the leftovers, and it gets stuck in our organs and pockets. And so we just create a little bit more space through movement and body circulation, and it's a way to kind of knead and massage that out without having to go to a massage therapist or whatever it might be. So we're actually going to get started in a seated position just as I am. And we'll start actually, if you've already been seated like this, uncross the shin bones and cross at the opposite shin bone. It doesn't matter what, but find foot flexion. We worked on flexion and extension in the past video. You'll take your hands on top of your knees and draw your shoulders back. So this is known as Sukhasana, or crisscross applesauce. And just sit in this position so you can feel the sitting bones gravitate and nestle down. You're invited to close the eyes here if that's easier, to help bring in a little bit more inward focus, so you can leave the eyes open. But feet will be flexed and just to the best that you can with the shin bones crossing. The sitting bones will be pronged down in towards the earth's surface that's beneath you. And you'll draw your shoulders back and have a sense of uplift of your sternum and your heart. Relax the elbows and arms, so there's a soft bend of the elbows to notice the surface of the palms connecting to the legs or the thighs. And just sensing into a lift of the scalp and upper crown of the head, just to keep the alignment, that integrity of a posture that's tall. Again, here just to salute yourself for bringing your body into a place of stillness, just to the best that you can. And noticing here if you're breathing, just bringing your attention to the breath, the very tip of the nose. And follow the breath trail from the tip of the nose, the nostrils, as it turns down the back of the throat, to the chest and belly. And allow it for that exhale to take the release, the reverse direction. Good. As you inhale, breathing through the nose, turning down around the throat, the chest expands, the diaphragm drops. Good. That exhale, pressing the breath up from that bottom diaphragm, lungs and close, breath escapes. And just a few more of these even breaths on your own. happens to trail off, just come back and stay curious. This feeling the breath brings into your body. Letting go of any tension around the jaw, the face, the shoulders. And just one more collective breath together. And a deep exhale out. Really good, everyone. As you're ready, bring your chin towards your chest. And then slowly open your eyes and lift your gaze. And then we're going to take this uncross the legs just one more time. Switch out the crisscross. So we're going to open up the hips a little bit more here as we move into what's ahead. So hands come to kneecaps. Inhale, widen collarbones. Exhale, drop the chest down and maybe walking your hands a little bit further forward, or maybe some of us are like, this is plenty, no problem. Just crawling your way out, maybe finding your finger pads, but keep the sternum, chest lifted. The sitting bones are pronged down. So we will always want to find length of the spine here. There's a lot going on beneath and inside this rib cage of ours and up and out of the pelvis. And then as you're ready, fold down maybe a little bit more. Good, another inhale, lift. Good, exhale, slow lower. One more time, inhale, take a lift. And exhale, slowly lower. And just pause here. So you may plant your palms and imagine dragging your chest plate forward, but those sitting bones stay pronged. But always in yoga, there's a place of balance. Not too much, not too little. Just enough effort, just enough ease. And good, then bringing yourself all the way on up. Good, inhale, reaching your arms outward. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we take a turn towards the right. So your left arm goes forward, right hand goes behind, and take your left hand to your right knee. Inhale, we lift the chest. And exhale, spin to that right side, but feel your left rib cage do the leading. So just think of your belly button, rib cage, chest, shoulders, and then maybe the chin. On your next inhale, bring your chin back to center first, and then unravel. Good, next side, inhale, arms are gonna reach. Exhale, split the difference apart, wide, 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 and take your right hand outside of left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lift chest. Then exhale, we take the rotation again. Think right rib cage, then the left, then the front chest sternum, then the shoulders, then the neck, then the chin. Good, inhale like a wind-up doll, the chin comes back. And exhale, we release. Good, all right. We're going to keep moving ourselves here. Bring yourself on towards your knees and shins. And today, bring your fingertips, bring them back towards the top of your knees. A bit different variation of cat and cow. Knees and shin bones drop. Fingers still stay spread wide. Inhale, inner scapula draw together. Collarbones smile as the sitting bones flicker. And then exhale, drop the chin towards the chest. Release, lift up the belly, navel. Good, again, inhale, heart and chest lift. And exhale, so every motion, every movement connects with the breath. A couple more here on your own. Being tender with the wrist creases. Again, think of all the texts, all the movement we're doing with our digits, maybe even holding hands. Right, just creating another sensation for the joints. And then come back to your neutral, turn your palms up and have each middle finger face each other, just pressing down lightly. Are you breathing? Good, returning your palms down so we find the starfish shape. Middle fingers point to the upper corners of the mat. Big toes together, knees go wide, and let's find extended child's pose the best that you can. So again, remembering in your child's pose here, you can always just bring the toes up. But eventually, in time, again, it all comes with practice. Eventually, those sitting bones will reach back to heels as the arms extend. Forehead to the earth, fingers nice and long. Maybe even walking the heel bones, the hands forward, and then plant the hands down. Staying for one more breath. And come on into your tabletop. Untuck your toes. Lifting your knees, hover an inch off the ground. Press back in that heel energy. The chest is forward. Lift up the abdominal wall.
And then up and back, downward facing dog, relaxing head. On your inhale, lift high to tippy toes. Exhale, bend your right knee. Try to lower your left heel to the earth, but lift your right hip crease pelvis up. Inhale, high tippy toes, stretching out the arches. Exhale, left knee bends, right heel lowers. Good, inhale, lift up high to arches, high on toes. Exhale, switch. Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. See if you can release your left heel a little bit closer to the earth. We'll leave a little bend to the elbows. Pressing down into your palms and feel the chest plate lift into the back shoulders. Bring your chin towards your chest and look towards your navel. Can you get a little bit longer in your low back? Good, inhale, we climb forward to high plank. Heel bones back and exhale, down dog. Good, inhale, climb on forward. Exhale, come on back. Good, inhale, we climb forward. Good, exhale, just drop down to your knees. We're going to stay here in your tabletop pose. Extend your right toes. Good, from here, lift up your right leg. Feel the energy of your right hamstring. Hug your outer left hip in. Good, then we're just going to rotate the right leg out toward the side and then rotate the right toes down. Good, so feel the femur move inside the pelvis. Foot is flexed, rotate it out and point down. Last time, roll out. And down, this time roll out, and then bring your elbow towards your tricep, or rather your knee towards your tricep, and press it back. 2 more, bring your knee in towards your tricep. Heel presses back, last time, knee in towards tricep. Good, press it back, toes point down, release knee. Second side, inhale, right toes extend. Lifting up the low belly and lift up from your right quadricep. Lift, lift, lift. Use the right hamstring. Keep the foot flexed. Rotate heel out. And then bring your left knee towards your right tricep. And then heel bone back. 2 more. Bring it in. And then back. Bring it in. And then back. And then we're just going to switch it up this time. Just rotate the toes down. And then roll out. Rotate down, roll out. Last time, rotate down and roll out. And just notice how changing up the sequence in one side, the other, maybe increase or decrease that range of motion. And then from here, untuck the toes, hover knees, shins, and then downward facing dog. You can walk your hands back towards your toes, a little bend in your knees. Inhale, extend your chest. We worked extension, flexion last time. And exhale, fold the chest down, flexion. 2 more, inhale, find extension. And exhale, find flexion. Inhale, extension. And exhale, we find flexion. Good, inhale, keep extension, keep it long. Walk yourself back out into your downward facing dog. And then nice and slow, come in towards your tabletop, or rather your plank pose, think of like a high push-up. Dropping your knees, elbows bend back, collarbones wide. Lower down to 90-degree angle and then press yourself up. 4 more, inhale, lower down, elbows back. Exhale, press. Good job, you guys. Inhale, chest plate broad. Exhale, press into the earth. 3. Last 2, inhale, breathe. Exhale, press. Inhale, 1, hold it. Lift an inch. Lower an inch, lift an inch, lower an inch. 2 more, lift an inch, lower an inch. Last time, lift an inch. Oh, and lower it all the way down. Good job. From here, release the top of the feet. This time we're taking fingers nice and wide, elbows draw back. Press into your finger pads. Kind of rotate, feel the inner elbows hug together, inner top of feet down. Lifting up kneecaps, inhale, we lift chest. And exhale to fold. Good, 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Last time, inhale to lift. And there's just warming up the muscles of the spine. Bringing your hands down. Again, finding cobra. Palms grounded, inner elbows in. So again, we'll practice this before in this sequence. So inhale, we lift. Finding cobra. And just holding here today. Elbows draw back, chest plate lifts. Maybe I'm in a high cobra. Let's all try to come down here a little bit more. Maybe you hover your hands today, but keep the feet heavy and then lower down. Good, inhale one more time, cobra, or maybe you find up dog. Knees and thighs lift, chest plate open, pressing the earth away, lifting up, feel the stretch of the front hip flexors, open up your heart, and exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Soften your face and your jaw. Everyone bend your knees. And again, just itsy bitsy tiny steps all the way back up to the top of the mat. Keeping your knees bent, we're just going to go halfway. So inhale again, find extension. The knees stay bent. Body weight shifts to ball mounds of feet. Exhale, can you fold over a little bit more? Good, one more time. Inhale, we extend. And exhale, fold. Leave the knees bent. Fly your arms back behind you. Interlace them. Lift the knuckles up towards the sky. Oh, maybe your hands don't go that far. Maybe they just stay to your low back, and that's great. But you want to feel the inner shoulder blades draw together. Drop the head down. And then maybe without hurting yourself or overstraining, maybe the knuckles lift. Maybe the palms come together. And then can you switch out the grip? Take the funky feeling grip. Good, release your hands to low back, release them to the earth. Inhale, let's lift on up halfway. Fold down, and then press down into the ground. Slowly roll, slow as you can. Be the last person up, nice and slow. Good, shoulders roll back and down. Good, and then from here, we're gonna find our way up to the top of our mats. Hands come together, it's called Samastitihi. And again, we just come to this place to salute ourselves, saluting that sun that lives within. We'll start with a round of sun A and then move right into sun B. So here we go, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms will reach all the way up, saluting. Exhale, forward, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step back, left foot, right foot. Again, we'll start with a practice. Knees drop, but the pelvis is forward. The knees are behind the pelvis. Elbows bend back. Think of those bungee cords, lowering down. The option first, one is cobra. Maybe you're already in for the upward facing dog without overdoing. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Few breaths. So each time you're in down dog, your chin goes a little bit inward, downward towards your throat. The low belly lifts. Notice maybe some space in the spine, space in the back of the legs. Bend your knees, gaze towards your thumbs, and step your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift extension. Exhale, keep the body weight in the ball mounds of feet as you fold. Press down, inhale, reach, lengthen. Use the back ribs, the lats, the rhomboids to lift as you relax the trapezius. And exhale, Samastitihi, keep the sternum lifted. Two more, inhale, arms reach. Maybe even close your eyes as you exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of head leads. Exhale, bend your knees, hands plant. Press the floor away, right foot, left foot. Option to drop the knees, reach back to the heels, chaturanga lowers. Inhale, cobra or the up dog, strong foot tops. Leaving arms and legs strong, downward facing dog. You just notice where your mind goes. Bring it back to use the breath as the bridge for staying here in this present moment. Noticing the parts of the body that create space and actually feel kind of good. Maybe even those parts you might not feel much in, or the ones that might be a little bit uncomfortable. But just being nice to yourself with each movement. Bend into your knees, gaze forward, step on it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. Press down, reach all the way on up, lifting up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Final time. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees, hands plant, step back, high plank. Chaturanga lowers. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Bend your knees, gaze to your thumbs, step back up the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good, now from here, take your feet hip. The feet will be hip width parallel distance apart, hip width and parallel. Let's bend down and towards your knees. So as we bend down and towards the knees, imagine your sitting bones are reaching back to a little booster chair, like think of a kindergarten chair beneath you. And then can you extend, press the weight into the heels, the toes reach forward. This might be enough, but imagine that you're getting ready to, like you're going skiing or getting real down low snowboarding or skateboarding here, or you get ready to jump into the pool. You reach your arms forward. As you reach your arms forward, feel the weight go into the heels, but lift up your chest. Feel your ribs lift up and off your thighs. Oh, feeling a little bit of the burn in the quads. Pinkies face in. Take another breath. Exhale, fingertips down, straighten the legs. We have a couple more. Bend back and down the knees. So we're prepping for the chair pose. Arms reach, navel lifts up and in. Fingertips down and then straighten legs. Just one more. Bend the knees. So recruit the muscles of the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads. Arms reach. Take another breath. Exhale, we fold. Last time, bend the knees, strong legs, weights and heels. Inhale, we reach. Press the heel bones, inhale, we reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows open, nice and wide. Lift up your heart and chest. Oh, good. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, Samastitihi. And just let the imprint of movement settle into the skin, into the muscles, into the bones, just pausing. Relaxing your face, the shoulders, noticing your breath. Okay. We begin into Surya Namaskar, and I'm going to show you chair pose just facing this front direction. So my feet are parallel or my toes can be together. But that same action, sitting bones back, thighs reach towards parallel, and then the arms are going to reach forward. We're going to rotate those pinkies in and going to lift up the chest. So sitting bones reach back, maybe the gaze goes up. So this is that frontal view. Side view, thighs back, arms are going to reach. So again, drawing this low belly up and in. It's not a tuck, okay, but it's not a full lift of the, like a tail feather here. Arms are going to reach. Take another breath. And exhale, hands down, straighten legs. Inhale, finding extension, crown leads forward. Exhale, bend your knees, hands plant, pressing the earth away, right foot, left foot. Chaturanga down, elbows bend, pressing earth away, reach through heels. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same exhale breath, step your right foot forward. Drop your back left heel. We're going to work heel towards heel alignment. So take your gaze, see your front heel touch and lengthen towards the back heel. You might have blocks or water bottles on the sides of your leg, but everyone feel this outer right hip hug itself back and in. Recruit the energy of the inner left heel. Right hand goes to right hip. Thumb, index finger, it's your hip hook. Hug that outer hip back, elbow bends. Left arm is forward, pause here. Press more effort into that back inner left heel, hold it. Right arm extends, biceps, or you have music speakers. Good, holding, lift up the front belly. Good, inhale, lift on up, find your warrior one. So your tailbone drops itself long. Your front ribs lift, bicep, chest lift, full breath. Exhale, hands come on through, hands plant, step it back, plank. Chaturanga lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same exhale breath. Left foot steps forward by the left thumb. Dropping your right heel. So check out left heel to right heel. Right toes turned out about 20 degrees. Let's take that thumb hook again. Left thumb, index finger and thumb. That left hip hook. Hug that left hip back. Strong right thigh. Pressing down. Right arm reaches. Press down to the center of your left heel. Feel your right rib cage wrap itself downward, and then the left arm extends. Press into your back foot. Inhale, warrior one. So tailbone drops. The frontal hip bones are lifting. Lengthen. Take another breath. Exhale, hands down. Take the hands Step it back, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, we lift cobra or the up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Maybe this time you step or you practice jumping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right into it, bend into your knees, weights to heels, chair pose, Utkatasana, one breath. Exhale, press to rise, hands to your heart. Just two more. Inhale, chair pose, we breathe. Arms reach. Knees stay bent, hands down, forward fold. Inhale, think extension. Exhale, hands plant, one foot back and then the other. Press the earth away, same breath, chaturanga. Cobra or the up dog, lengthen. Explore the breath as you move into downward facing dog. Pelvis lifts up and back. Collarbones wide. Thighs strong, heels towards the earth. Bend your knees. Exhale, gaze the thumbs, step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good, press down, rebound, lift up, find your chair pose, maybe a little bit lower. Energy down to lift yourself up like a skyrocket. Samastitihi. Last time, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Notice if autopilot checked in, staying committed to your breath. Step it back, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, the up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps forward. Back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, take it down. Step it back, plank. Chaturanga lowers. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps forward. Right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands come on down. Step the left foot back, then the right. Inhale, lift back into your up dog. High plank, downward facing dog. And slowly take a bend into your knees. Walk yourself on up towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we fold. Good, bend deep in towards your knees. Slow weight to heels. Arms extend, reach forward. Good, lower yourself down towards your bottom. Hands come back behind knees. Lift up your chest. Maybe you lift up your toes. Maybe you leave them down. Maybe you reach your arms. We're here for 3. Lift up 2. Good, on 1. Slowly plant the soles of your feet down and just open up your knees and thighs. Good, so from here this is known as Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. So take your thumbs to your inner arches, lift up your chest. And exhale, just see if you can fold yourself down, so releasing your inner groins. Sometimes it's nice to press one hand down, maybe the other. One of my teachers does this often. And then bring yourself back on up. It's going to extend out or bring the knees bent, so back in the flexion. Remember, just give yourself a big hug here. So hug the thighs, bring your nose in towards your knees. And then see here to slide your heel bones out. Just as far as they'll go, as far as they'll go. Fan out your toes. Maybe some of us only have our knees bent this much. No problem. Okay, we're just taking this stretch. Others eventually in time, because again, all this is a practice. When we practice, the easier it's going to get. But if we give up when it gets too challenging, right, we'll never know. We'll never know our possibilities. So just taking another breath. And that's the beautiful thing about yoga. It helps us not only stretch ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, but it stretches our ability to expand, sometimes beyond our set beliefs. And then as you're ready, slowly roll yourself back on up. And then as you're ready, we're going to take a little mini Shavasana today. So bend your knees and roll yourself down nice and slow, 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 slow. And then from here, you'll extend your legs out nice and long. Let your toes flop open. Roll your arms open. And again, feel your inner shoulder blades gather together just a little bit to lift your heart. Bring your chin towards your chest. And let your body completely melt and surrender. Allow your breath to be natural and smooth. The face to be heavy. The breath to be spacious and light. The thoughts to dissolve into the back of the brain and skull to be absorbed. The heart to connect to its own beat and rhythm. Each pump of love and kindness being spread throughout every cell of your body. Shavasana rest. And slowly begin to bring life into your fingertips and toes, your wrists and your ankle bones. Begin to bend one knee and then the other, dropping your knees over to either side. And just cradle yourself up here, be held by the earth. Relaxing your body here, just noticing how you feel, just in this moment. And whenever you're ready, you'll press your top hand to the ground and let yourself roll all the way on up. Can you keep your eyes closed? As you keep your eyes closed, come back to crisscross applesauce where we once started. Allow each palm to come together and unite right in front of your heart and bring your chin towards your chest. So through this series of Sun A and Sun B, we come to salute the sun, this inner strength, this place of resilience and inner beauty and confidence that is always shining no matter what kind of storm we may have going on inside or that might be going on outside in our own world. We use this practice to quiet some of the noise so we can see clearly and we can connect to that greater place inside of ourselves, that place where we kind of remember who we are and we can trust it a little bit more. So collectively together, the smile, just breathing in and breathing out. Namaste.